morning. That good, huh? Hey, what happened to your thumb? Looks like you hit it with a
hammer. Any other questions?
Are you eligible for workman's comp?
Morning.
Hey, Peaches, how'd the big date go last night? Annie said that Stephen took her to a champagne brunch.
I have to go to school.
Oh, buddy, just a minute.
I'm in a hurry.
No. Buddy, about last night.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I don't much want to talk about it either, but I think we have to. Buddy, I think you're being hasty. You've only known this boy for 2 days.
So?
So the Buddy Lawrence I know doesn't jump into things without considering the consequences.
I wasn't jumping into anything, Dad. If you wouldn't have been spying on us...
I wasn't spying on you. I came downstairs last...
Gotta go.
Buddy, I don't want you to see him again.
Because of last night?
No, of course not.
Then why?
Oh, Romeo's pickup's blocking the drive.
Goodbye.
Oh, buddy. Damn.
Good morning to you, too.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nancy. Good morning.
There's a brief I wanted to ask you about. Now, even though the appellate court upheld the ruling, I still think that, Daddy.
Hmm?
You haven't heard a word I said.
Sorry, Nancy. What were we talking about?
Buddy, it seems.
She met this new boy.
Yeah, Stephen.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid she might get hurt.
Why do you say that?
Well, for one thing, he's older than she is. And frankly, I don't trust him.
You know anything about him?
I know enough to be worried.
Why do you have to be so protective? I mean, the minute I started dating, there was something wrong with every boy that walked through that door.
Oh, come on, Nancy.
No, you come on. Buddy likes this boy. I think you should leave her alone.
I know it sounds like I'm overreacting, but I have my reasons.
We always have your reasons. Danny Portis was too fast. Jim Nelson was too wild. Oh, and Jeff.
Well, forgive me, Nancy, but I was right about Jeff. And I'm right about this.
The shape of things to come?
More like the impossible dream, I'd say.
Listen, what time would you like to go to Disneyland? I can pick you up right after school if you like.
Disneyland's off. Debbie went surfing.
Without her bikini?
Howard's lending her a wetsuit.
Why didn't you go with her?
Those boys don't want me around, Willie. They're 16. They have hair on their chest. Debbie doesn't care about me anymore. All she thinks about are boys.
Annie. Have you told Debbie how you feel about this?
How can somebody change so drastically in such a short time?
It's called adolescence.
Or betrayal, depending on how you look at it.
Annie, Debbie hasn't betrayed you by growing up.
Oh, yeah? What about the symphony, the opera? I asked her about the Met season. She thought I was talking about baseball.
People change, Annie. You'll be amazed how much you change in the next couple of years. I just hope I recognize you.
I hope I'm absolutely unrecognizable.
Buddy, wait a second. You haven't said 2 words to me the entire ride.
There's nothing to say.
What about last night? Did your father say something after I left? What about this morning?
Stephen, you're going to be late for work, and I'm going to miss my first class.
I don't care about your first class. I want you to talk to me. Please, buddy, talk to me.
He doesn't want me to see you anymore.
You're kidding.
I don't understand. He's never acted like this before.
Come here. Maybe we shouldn't see each other for a while.
the way you want it?
You know that's not what I want. I just want your dad to settle down.
I can't give in to him. He's wrong.
Okay? So what do you want me to do?
Come over for dinner tonight.
You're crazy.
Oh. If you guys sit down and talk, he'll get to know you. And he'll like you. I know it.
Buddy.
I'll ask my mom if it's okay in school today. She'll say it's fine.
You say so.
I say so. Hi. How was the beach? Oh, Annie, there were 4-foot breakers and the water was like ice and there was a terrible riptide. I loved it. You're so lucky to be living here. Is my nose peeling? I hope so. In case you haven't noticed, I am trying to read. But Annie, I've got so much to talk to you about. On the way home from the beach, Howard and I were sitting in the back seat. I thought they were both named Howard. Well, they are. Howard number 2 is driving. Anyways, as we went underneath this tunnel, all of a sudden it got very, very dark. And Howard leaned over like he wanted to whisper in my ear. Except instead of saying anything, he just kept his head there. And I knew he wanted to kiss me. Can you believe it? And I take it that question's rhetorical. Well, don't you want to know what I did? I'd lay odds. I let him. Annie, can you believe it? Oh, boy, I know I just met him, but, oh, and if Eric ever found out. But, well, I just decided it was okay. What do you think? Oh, I don't know. Oh, come on, Annie, you're my best friend. Tell me what you think. All right, Debbie, you want to know what I think? I think you're the most odious person I ever met, and I can't believe I ever thought of you as my friend. What I also can't understand is why you ever came out here, unless it was to escape from your parents and go boy crazy in California, and that stinks. So I suggest you go stay with your aunt, or at a hotel, or with the Howards, numbers 1 through a zillion, because this hotel just went out of business. Mom, should I set a place for Annie's friend?
Not tonight. Annie said Debbie had an offer she couldn't refuse.
Kate?
Hello, darling. Dinner's just about ready.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Lawrence.
Buddy, may I talk to you for a moment? Are you testing me, buddy?
You mean Stephen? No. I thought that...
I specifically told you not to see him again.
Dad, you're not being fair.
I meant what I said.
Well, I mean it too. Now, why don't you give him a chance?
All right. Maybe we should discuss this after we both calm down.
He's not leaving.
Buddy, I gotta be going home.
No, Dad!
I'll talk to you later.
Stephen.
Call you.
How dare you treat my friends like that?
Sorry, honey. It's for your own good.
How do you know it's for my own good? Just who do you think you are?
Your father?
My father wouldn't humiliate me. He'd respect my feelings.
Buddy, he's not right for you.
How do you know that?
Trust me, I know. Buddy, I'm doing this for you.
How can you stand there and say you're doing this for me?
Because he's got another girlfriend.
He does not!
Yes, he does. I saw them together.
That's not true.
I shouldn't be telling you this. I was hoping he would.
Hello? Oh, hello, Stephen. Yes, I'll call her. Buddy, it's Stephen.
You mean she's not with him?
Stephen, excuse me, I can't seem to find her. Yes, I'll tell her. Good night. Annie, where is your sister?
After she and Doug headed out, Buddy came running upstairs, and then about 5 minutes later left by the back door.
Why didn't you say something?
I swore I'd keep it a secret for at least an hour. Besides, I thought she was going to see Stephen.
Where else would she go?
If her plane flies at 750 miles per hour, I guess she's somewhere over Cleveland.
Annie, no joking.
Kate, I'm not kidding. She had a suitcase.
Okay, listen to this. Miles and miles of deserted, white, sandy beaches, warm waters, cool sea breezes. What would you say to a week in the Caribbean?
I'd say bon voyage.
Okay.
I don't much care to be in the same room with you, let alone a deserted island. Buddy's gone.
What do you mean, gone?
Annie says she's run away.
That's ridiculous. Buddy hasn't run away since she was a little girl.
That's exactly the way you've been treating her lately.
Okay, she's 17 years old.
You're telling me?
Debbie. Hi. Thought you would have gone to your aunt's. Eddie, I don't want to be with my aunt. Yet you made it abundantly clear you don't want to be with me. That's just it. I don't know what I want. Except to be the hippest, most sophisticated, sexiest thing this side of the Mississippi. Oh, come on, Annie. Do you think this is really me? Oh, Debbie, pardon me, but in your case, appearances can be very deceiving. Annie, wait. All of this, well, it happened so fast. You saw me 2 years ago. I was, well, you know, like me. Yes, like you. Then all of a sudden, boys started paying lots of attention to me, kind of staring at me all the time, acting weird when I walked into the room. Inside, I felt the same. But sometimes I'd look into the mirror and not believe that I was the person who looked back. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure. It's like there's two me's. The one you used to know, and the new one that people keep staring at. Debbie, I can't understand why you couldn't have said these things earlier. Well, I guess more than anyone else, I thought you'd understand. I told Kate we used to understand each other without even talking. But I guess I was seeing you like everyone else does. You know, I kept telling myself I wanted you to be the way you used to be. But that's not true. It's me who wants to change. And be like you. Having boys notice me and kiss me in their cars. Oh, Annie, it's like all of a sudden I can remember why I love you so much. You do? Even after all the rotten things I said? We're still friends? That's great! Because as long as I'm your friend, there's no telling how many boys I'll meet.
"17. Dark brown. Brown eyes.
Is he calling the police?
It's after midnight. We've called all our friends.
A 5'3".
5'6", she's wearing her new heels.
Right, yes. Well, thank you. I'll be there. You have to wait 24 hours before filing a missing persons report.
Try Stephen again.
I just did. No answer.
Maybe they've eloped.
I think you two better go back to bed.
What, I miss all the excitement?
Now.
That's the worst part about being a kid. You never get to fully appreciate life's little crises.
Keep moving, ladies. Good night.
Oh, Stephen.
May I come in?
Yes, of course.
Stephen, have you heard from Buddy?
Yes, ma'am. She called a little while ago from the phone booth, I think. She was pretty upset. I tried to talk to her, but she wasn't making any sense.
Did she say where she was going?
She said not to worry. She had to get away someplace where she could think.
Well, we appreciate your coming here to tell us this, Stephen.
Well, I didn't come here about Buddy, Mr. Lawrence. I came here to see you. Mrs. Lawrence, I'd like to speak to your husband alone for a moment.
Of course. I'll be upstairs.
Come on in.
I was invited here for dinner tonight. I didn't think it was a very good idea, but Buddy insisted that I come. She thought if you got to know me better, you might give me a chance. But after she called me on the phone and told me what you'd seen at the lumber yard, I realized that wasn't going to happen. You're a lawyer, Mr. Lawrence, yet you condemned me without any kind of a trial. I was a no-good, a two-timer, is that right?
Something like that.
Well, the girl you saw me with was my girlfriend for 3 years. We still see each other from time to time as friends. She needed a friend. I was there. That's it. But what I want to tell you, Mr. Lawrence, is that no matter who that girl was, no matter what I do or what you think of me, I'm going to continue seeing your daughter.
Stephen?
You had no reason to trust me. So that's all right. But to not give Buddy the benefit of the doubt. She's just too special. And I'd have thought you'd know that.
Excuse me, Stephen. Wait here. Buddy, you up there?
I don't care that you found me. I have nothing to say to you.
You won't talk to me? Can you at least listen? Remember what you told me the other day? About the first time you climbed up there? You have to understand that part of me wants you to remain exactly the way you were then. A little girl in a treehouse who was afraid to fall and made me promise to hold on tight. I promised. I held on. And I guess I'm still afraid that if I let go too soon, you'll fall. Maybe fly away. Now you met this boy, a young man, really. I didn't realize how formidable he was until tonight. Maybe I did. You're going off to college next year? It's all too fast. Buddy, I treated you badly. I was selfish and disrespectful. And I am very, very sorry. But I love you. I know, that's a poor excuse. It's the only one I have. Buddy, say something. Even a grunt, so I'll know you heard me.
When I was little, and I decided to run away. Packed my suitcase, and I'd walk down that hall, right past your room. I'd say goodbye, honey. I'll see you later. And I'd march down those stairs, 10 minutes later, I'd be up here in this treehouse. Knowing that sooner or later you'd find me. I guess I knew that you'd find me this time, too. I am leaving. And it is soon. And I'm scared. But some part of me will always be up here in this treehouse. You.
Well, then, can you come down? Getting a neck ache, you know, staring up like this.
I won't fall.
I know. But I can't help it. Stephen's waiting for you in the house. Go on.
Lunch is ready. Buddy and Steve left?
They went to the lumber yard to get some 1-inch nails.
I thought the treehouse was finished.
Hey, just about, but a man should never be without 1-inch nails. You know that.
Oh, of course. Slipped my mind.
Stephen insisted on getting the nails for me. Employee's discount.
How neighborly.
You know, he's a nice boy.
It took you long enough.
I acted like an idiot. But I've learned my lesson.
You have?
And it's not so bad if you just realize you must let your children grow up.
You mean you've accepted the inevitable?
Completely. I'm a new man.
Doug? Kate?
Oh, Annie, just the girl I wanted to see. Change into some old clothes and you can help me paint the treehouse.
Oh, well, I'd really love to, but...
What do you think of the color?
Oh, well, it's fine, but...
Come on, hurry up and change. We'll put on one coat, then while that dries, you and I can...
Doug? Kate? I'd like you to meet Howard.